You know you failed your attack, but you're almost to 40%. Which type are you? Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Rage Quit? Greetings and welcome to Clash of Clans Attacks. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me as we talk about a chord-stomping, rage-quitting good time. Yes, attackers just about to 40%. And what do they do? Well, we see both kinds right here in these replays. And we will start out with a replay from Lost Phoenix on the defense. This is none other than North Coast defending for Lost Phoenix against Kianush of Persian Gulf. And North Coast running with the Freak Show 1.0 base. And this attacker coming in from the top of the village with the ground attack. Now some wall breaker struggles in the beginning, not getting these left two enclosures open, but the attacker has brought two jump spells, and if you know your jump spell radius, you do know that if you're very careful about placing it, you can get it to span 6 spaces and the inner and outer wall. So we'll see the first jump spell being dropped on the right hand side after that enclosure that is already open. And so now you've got a path in towards that town hall enclosure on the right. Now on the left, very carefully, very calculated drop right here. Yes, just catching both walls, a perfect deployment of the second jump spell, and that is going to save him from the early wall breaker fails. Now the Lava Hound and Balloon have deployed from the clan castle and gone out on the left hand side. Wizards all over the place moving in, and not really any gaps for giant bombs in these first two enclosures. Now he's dropped the heroes on the right hand side away from the Lava Hound, and they're working their way over that second jump spell, closing in on the town hall. There goes the rage spell, pretty good placement. The Lava Hound goes down into pups, and there's a freeze spell, and it just misses the right Inferno Tower, which will fry the Barbarian King, and that is going to turn the tide of this battle. Just a slight miscalculation after such an amazing jump spell, slightly missing with the freeze spell. In fact, both freeze spells, as we watch the second freeze spell also missing the single target Inferno. It does freeze the multi, but it's too little too late as most of the smaller units had already fallen in the core. The Archer Queen is left, and the jump spell has expired out there, and so she's stuck against that wall. Another costly error as it takes her way too long to get in through that enclosure. She is going to fall as well, and that is 39%. 2 archers, 2 minions, 2 wizards left. An easy 40%, especially at the camp at the top of your screen. No defenses anywhere near it. Will Kianush do the gentlemanly thing and drop a couple of units up here to give North Coast the shield? No, it is not going to happen. Rage Quit, letting it run out, and North Coast getting 13 trophies, but no shield. Our next replay comes to us courtesy of Panther Chick of Lost Phoenix with the exact same base layout, but a different approach this time. 3 jump spells on the right hand side, and that outermost jump spell not going to bridge 2 walls like it could. Placed with precision again, it could have set a third entry point into this town hall enclosure, and that might have made a difference here as the golems instead will path up and to the left to go over the second jump spell rather than straight in and after the Archer Queen, as she is going to turn around and just take down one wizard after the other as the golems took the long way into the town hall enclosure. Now, as we've seen before, this base absolutely gives fits to ground attackers. Golem-based attacks just not doing very well, especially when you've got that single target Inferno taking down golems. So the free spell drops, but a little bit late, and the Archer Queen once again off to the right by herself, and she has suffered all sorts of damage. Giant Bomb takes down the archers. She is going to stall on the Dark Elixir storage, and she is down. 37% damage. The King just about to go down as well. 39% damage. There are a few units left in the center, and that is about it though, as the last Golemite falls at 39% damage. 3 wizards left and a minion. One of the minions dropped on the right hand side goes down quickly. Lots of places to drop 3 wizards. Will Andrew be nice, do the gentlemanly thing for Panther Chick and drop a couple of wizards right here, maybe on the Elixir Collector, on the barracks. Down here, lots of spaces to do it, but as you can see, the clock is going to run out, and another Rage Quit, not giving the shield, stopping at 39% when 40 was easily within sight. Now, I can't give these attackers too much of a hard time because I've done it myself. I've been there, and it really depends upon the mood you're in. Sometimes you just absolutely don't feel like doing it. Other times maybe you do. I guess it depends upon the day, the person, the type of attack. And so right here, I'm on the defense against Matador 4444 of Turkish Titans. Again, coming from the top right seems to be a favorite entry spot no matter what the base is, right hand side. And we've got 3 jump spells. Again, the first 2 jump spells only opening up 1 enclosure, and the 3rd jump spell kind of a direct path right after the Town Hall. So this attacker hoping to get in after the Town Hall, but look at the golems. They don't want to use the jump spell. They are after the air defenses that are set on the corners, and that was one of the keys to this base having so much success in the past. Now, I haven't won as much recently as I did back then. Good free spell, stops the Inferno Tower. Lower level Barbarian King, just level 29, but he does have a maxed out Queen. And they're working their way in towards the center. The King gets the Clan Castle down, working on that Inferno Tower. And then the Archer Queen distracts the King. He falls and the Inferno Tower stands. And the Queen, she has joined the Golems on their search for better targets than that Inferno Tower, and that is going to be costly. Matador with absolutely no chance at the Town Hall at this point. The Queen has finally gone around to the side. You can see both of the walls on those outer enclosures finally broken open, and with the Royal Cloak, the Queen is going to work her way towards the mid-30s in damage, but as you can see, not a whole lot left, and at this point, Matador has to realize he has no chance at winning this battle. He's got a wizard working on that elixir pump at the top of the screen. 37% damage, 39% damage, 1 more structure. He does drop his last archers. A valiant effort to get to 40%, but it doesn't happen. Thank you anyway, Matador. And now we've got an oldie but goodie, yes, back, a throwback to the past. It's Dunster 76 defending with those old blue walls. And I had to dig deep into the archives to find this because it actually is so rare that this happens. So we've saved this for just this occasion. This is Boreman 7887 attacking Dunster 76 of Lost Phoenix, going after the old pre-update blue walls, and the golems moving in. So really the functionality of the attack pretty much the same, just weird to see these blue walls after all this time. But again, just kind of an interesting replay to watch, as we'll see what happens at the end of this attack. Boreman working his way through just the 1 enclosure. The Lava Hound and the Balloon coming out late in this attack, and that is going to cause all sorts of problems. Both of the heroes are down for Boreman. Doesn't look good. He's got a bunch of golems that are still up, and a couple of units on the outside left. But the last desperation jump spell, just trying to help the wizard and the archer to get over that wall, but all of his units are down. 34% damage, 35%. The Lava Hound, the Balloon, still just devastating any remaining units in the center. Inferno Tower, the defending Barbarian King as well. 39% damage, and right here, he holds on for 40%, even though there was absolutely no chance. Plenty of opportunity for Boreman to rage quit, but he was a gentleman, instead held out to 40%, and it's rare that we see that happen, but it's nice when people do it. So thank you guys so much for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode. Let me know down in the comments, are you a rage quitter or a Mr. Nice Guy? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for early update and sneak peek information, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, I don't know which one I am, because I'm never losing a tick. Silly Galadon.